Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 659 of the Daily 180. Sorry for the delay on getting this one out, but I think it'll be worth the wait. Uh, Continuing to work our way through Tribe of Mentors. Again, we're looking at a quote from, let me say his name correctly, Jerzy Gregorek. And this goes along with the one that we were talking about last time. Hard choices, easy life; easy choices, hard life. Right? And he said, this is his quote that I highlighted. He said, "Ever since those teenage years when I discovered the power of learning and decided to educate myself, knowing more has been my path to personal power and happiness." Um, I love the idea of knowing more. That's probably not a surprise to those of you that have been longtime listeners and subscribers to the channel, because you've been with me on my journey through obtaining a doctorate, through doing lots of other kinds of things, through figuring out how to do this channel. And so that's probably not a surprise. But as I think about that, I think one of the things that I've been trying to do with myself, and one of the things that I think is really important for all of us, is to be very thoughtful about the sources of information that we use to make ourselves more informed. Occasionally people will come to me and they say, "Hey, did you know blah, 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 blah?" And I say, "No, I did not know that. Where did you get that information?" They said, "Oh, it's all over the internet." And my first response is, which sites are you looking at on the internet? Because we all know that all internet sites are not created equal. And so oftentimes when somebody says something, my first option, my first request is, my first inquiry is, where did you learn that information? What website did you get that from? How can I look that up? And then the other thing that I try to do is I try to never look at somebody and say, "That's a stupid website," or "That is an absolutely wrong opinion." If I am concerned about that person's long-term welfare and well-being, I might say, "I've heard that before. I've also found this information that's been very helpful. This is where I found it. This is what this is why I think that, for me at least, that's more useful information." Of course, if I can find, solid scientific evidence about anything, I'll say, "Yeah, well, maybe you better check these websites to check that out." But the fact of the matter is that when we're talking about educating ourselves, getting more knowledge, and that bringing more power, it's critical, I believe, to make ourselves very thoughtful about where that information is coming from. What's the agenda of the person that's running that, sharing that information with us? What's the long-term implication of that information? And are there other sources that corroborate that information successfully? For me, if I do that, I generally have better results. So my encouragement to you, my takeaway for today is, when somebody gives you information, don't say, "Well, that's stupid," or "Yeah, absolutely." Ask them, where did you get that information? I hope this has been useful for you. I hope this gives you something to think about. If it does, share the video. If it doesn't, tell me and I'll try and fix stuff for the future and find more interesting things. In the meantime, hit the button to subscribe, hit the bell to be reminded. Share this as wide as we can. As always, my name is Todd Wente. This has been the Daily 180. Nulum Diem. We'll see you next time.